Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Shri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya
Jaya
Gaura
Gaura
Bhakta
Bhakta
Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Sri
Jaya Sri
Chaitanya Jaya
Chaitanya Jaya
Nityananda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Dvaita
Nityananda
Chandra
Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta
Jaya
Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya
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 Sri
Sri
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Jaya
Jaya
Nityananda
Jaya
Nityananda
Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya
Dvaita
Dvaita Chandra
Chandra Jaya
Jaya
Gaura
Gaura
Bhakta
Bhakta
Vrinda
Vrinda
श्री चैतन्य भागवत की जय। श्रीला
Jai
वृंदावन दास ठाकुर की जय।
Jai
Jai
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Jai
समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय।
Jai
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to today's Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat reading. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhya Lila. I forget the number of the chapter, but this is Lord Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is traveling to Jagannath Puri from Shantipur after taking sannyas and visiting Shantipur for the first time. After sannyas, Mahaprabhu is headed to Jagannath Puri. So we've been reading it for a couple of weekends now. We read, uh, the places that Mahaprabhu visited, Chhatrabhog or Ambulinga Ghat, and then we saw how we crossed the river. Ramchandra Kaviraj, not Ramchandra Kaviraj, Ramchandra Khan helped Mahaprabhu to cross the river. Um, and then after crossing the river, uh, they stayed in an old temple, in a temple of Lord Shiva that was built by Yudhishthir Maharaj. Mahaprabhu went and begged alms from the local people, and people were giving him so much, and he brought all that back, and the devotees would cook. And from there, we saw the tax collector um, who stopped them, saying that they're entering into Orissa, so the place was dangerous because both the countries were not in uh, good terms. So anyone who would come from um, uh, Bengal would be, even just travelers, they would be, you know, blamed that they were actually spies of the king, and then they would be arrested, plundered, and even killed. So that was the condition. So the tax collector, the toll collector, he said, uh, you cannot go, you have to pay a toll. So then Mahaprabhu was, when he was traveling, he was always in separation, so he would cry. Anyway, we read that whole pastime. So then he let Mahaprabhu go, but he didn't let the devotees go. And then finally Mahaprabhu, after he left, he started crying again. So he went and, this toll collector asked the devotees, "Who is this person?" And they said, "He's Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and we are his followers." So he actually was delivered by Mahaprabhu, this toll collector. He let the devotees also go and he didn't charge any tax from them. After that, Mahaprabhu went ahead and the devotees were coming, so they couldn't catch up with him because he would be in ecstasy and they would have to, like go collect bhoga, go for, bhiksha, like that, for their sustenance on the way, like that. So Mahaprabhu went ahead and Jagadananda and Nityananda Prabhu were going behind. Um, so at a river called Suvarna Rekha, uh, Jagadananda Prabhu he was carrying Mahaprabhu's sannyas danda. Because Mahaprabhu, when he is traveling, he doesn't know where his danda is, where his, anything is. He would be always in ecstasy. So Jagadananda took the sannyas danda of Mahaprabhu and um, um, where he was going out to collect alms. So he told Nityananda Prabhu, "You hold this danda for me, but be extremely careful. Right? This is Mahaprabhu's sannyas danda." And then after Jagadananda went, Nityananda Prabhu, looking at the danda, said, "He is the master. My Lord is the master of the whole universe, and he carries you. This is not right." And he just broke it into 3 pieces and threw it in the river. So then when Jagadananda came back, he said, "Where is the danda?" And then Nityananda Prabhu said, huh? The person who's the owner of that danda, he only broke it. So Jagadananda didn't say anything. He understood what happened. So he quickly went ahead to catch up with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And after catching up with him, he told him what happened with the sannyas danda. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared angry with Nityananda Prabhu and he just said that, "I won't go with you people anymore. Either you people go ahead or I will go ahead. That was my only possession. That was my only companion. After taking sannyas, my danda was my only, and you took that, right? All the demigods reside in the sannyas danda, and you just destroyed like that." So he said, "So you people go ahead, I won't go with you." Then the devotee said, "No, no, my lord, you go ahead and we'll come behind." So he said, "Fine." So Mahaprabhu went ahead and they were coming back. And then Mahaprabhu arrived at a place, Jaleshwar. Jaleshwar, so that's also a place where Lord Shiva performed his pastimes. And now there was a temple there. And they were all devotees of Lord Shiva. They were celebrating some festival for Lord Shiva and glorifying Lord Shiva, performing Abhishek, doing kirtans for Lord Shiva, like that. When Mahaprabhu arrived in that assembly, there were many, many followers of Lord Shiva there. Arrived there, seeing the glory of his devotee, Lord Shiva, Mahaprabhu went into ecstasy. And then in that kirtan, he started roaring and in great jubilation and dancing, seeing how his devotee was being uh, glorified. So seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the people there, they thought, "This must be Lord Shiva himself, right? Being pleased with our devotion, he has appeared." And they were all very happy with him and very enthusiastically. Everyone participated in the kirtan. After some time, the devotees also caught up with Mahaprabhu. They also came to that place. Of course, Mahaprabhu was angry, isn't it? So they just came and they were like standing. But Mahaprabhu was in such ecstasy, seeing his devotees, he just went and embraced them. And then he told Nityananda Prabhu, "You will eat my head. Why do you do this? Um, that this, you should protect my sannyas, my religious principles, because I will never do anything. I will always follow you, right? I will do whatever you do, like that. I will follow whatever you do." Uh, so the way I understood that is Nityananda Prabhu is the supreme spiritual master, right? And he is the devotee of the Lord. He is the Lord in the role of a devotee. So even as a devotee, Mahaprabhu tells that my devotee can sell me wherever he likes. Especially here, devotee is who? Um, the spiritual, supreme spiritual master, right? Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So that's why I will do whatever you do, I will follow. So saying this, he just embraced Nityananda Prabhu. So Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur said that anyone who understands the purpose of Nityananda Prabhu's breaking that danda, right? Who understands the deep meaning of Nityananda Prabhu's breaking that danda, he will achieve love of Godhead. So yeah, so of course the meaning is this also. So that's not mentioned there. We'll continue reading, but actually they move on now. They go to the next place. Let's see. So they continued on and they went to another place and chanting, they came across some uh, one person who was a Shakta. Actually, wait. Yajpur. Yes, remember Yajpur? We were talking about Yajpur. Acha, more things happened after that. So I was telling about this Shakta here. So then after passing the night at Jaleshwar, they spent the night there. Then they left. And then on the way to Vamshadaha, Mahaprabhu met a Shakta sannyasi. The Shakta sannyasi, he was very sweet, very kind to this Shakta sannyasi. Shakta means those who worship, like Durga Devi, like that, sannyasis. So he said, sannyasis means, of course, you understand, right? So they engage in drinking and etc. So, but Mahaprabhu was very sweet, very kind to him. And he was aware that this is a Shakta, but still he spoke very sweet words. And then he charmed this person and asked him all about himself, saying that, where are all of you? You know, and then this person started describing where all the Shaktas, the other rest of the Shaktas are. And the Lord just smiled. And then this Shakta said, you should come to my ashram and we will drink some bliss. Of course, from past experience, Mahaprabhu knew what bliss meant. Bliss meant wine. So Mahaprabhu said, yes, I will come and I will drink bliss. You go ahead and make all preparations, I will come behind you. So this Shakta went in great, excitement. Happily he went. And then he got the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu didn't go, of course. They continued on. But the Lord's mercy is so all-encompassing. Even those who are performing sinful activities, He gives His mercy freely. Even pretenders also He'll give His mercy. Like that. He's the purifier of the fallen. So by the touch of the Lord, so this person, Shakta, by coming in contact with Mahaprabhu, he was delivered. And by coming in touch with this Shakta, all the other Shakta sannyasis were also delivered. Like this. So there are various ways how Mahaprabhu delivers. Then from here, Mahaprabhu went to Remuna, where Remuna is Kirchor Gopinath. And then he danced again and again with the devotees. Then after some days, they went to Yajapur. Yajapur, Yaja, like Yagya. So in this place, there lived only Brahmanas, and there were so many ancient temples. So in that place, the significance is the Vaitarini river flowed in that village, Yajapur. And there's a deity of Adivaraha. Adivaraha. So it's also called Nabhigaya. And then there's the goddess Viraja in that village, in the temple. And this is 80 miles away from Jagannath Puri. So they're coming closer to Jagannath Puri. So they came to this village called Yajpur. And Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur says there's no place like that city. Uh, there are no temples like the temples in that city or in that village. Gram means village. The Yajpur Gram had only temples. Practically every building, every house was a temple. It was just a city of temples or a village of temples, and everyone was a Brahmana, Yajpur. And the Vaitarini river flowed there. So the Lord bathed in Dashashwamedha Ghat. He went to Adivaraha temple, performed kirtan, danced, right? And then, of course, whenever Mahaprabhu is in dancing, he's experiencing the ecstasy of love of Godhead. So then the Lord became very happy. And then they spent the night there, but all of a sudden the Lord disappeared. And then the devotees were worried, where is the Lord? Nityananda Prabhu pacified everyone, saying that don't worry, you just go about your business, he'll come back. And sure enough, the Lord had gone around to see the village, all the temples in that place. And then he came back. Meanwhile, the devotees went to collect alms, right? And then cooked and they slept that night. And the next day, again, the Lord came back to the place where they stayed, like that. The devotees were very happy to see him. And the Lord made Yajpur holy and fortunate by his stepping there, coming there. Then the Lord continued his journey. So where all did they go? They went to Remuna, then to Yajpur. And then the Lord came to Katak in Orissa, Katak Nagar. And he bathed in Mahanadi. And then he went to see Sakshi Gopal. Okay? So first you see Remuna and then you go to Sakshi Gopal on your way to Jagannath Puri. So he went to Katak Nagar, bathed in Mahanadi, and then visited Sakshi Gopal. Gazing at Sakshi Gopal's enchanting handsomeness, he roared with bliss. And then he offered many prayers, cried, tears of ecstasy, tears of love. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose mantra makes his deity forms come alive, now bore the name Sri Krishna Caitanya. So, yeah. From there, from Sakshi Gopal, the Lord went to Bhuvaneshwar. Bhuvaneshwar is the place of Lord Shiva. It was actually a secret duplicate of Varanasi. Varanasi is the capital of Lord Shiva on this earth. But the Lord Shiva made Bhuvaneshwar his a secret duplicate of Varanasi. And bringing water drop by drop from every holy lake and holy river, he created a pond here called Bindu Sarovar. And because this lake was very dear to Lord Shiva, Lord Caitanya bathed when he went to Bhuvaneshwar. He bathed in Bindu Sarovar, and by his bathing, it became even more fortunate. And then the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to take darshan of Lord Shiva. This deity of Lord Shiva, one second. Lord Chaitanya went and saw the deity that Lord Shiva had manifested of himself. So a self-manifested deity of Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva just turned into the deity like that he manifested himself. Okay, so everyone was worshipping Lord Shiva, Abhishek was going on, and he became very happy. That's all. So here also, just like in Jaleshwar Tirtha, we saw everyone was worshipping Lord Shiva. Here also in Bhuvaneshwar, this is in Bhuvaneshwar, Lord Shiva was being worshipped. There was Abhishek going on. There was Kirtan. Kirtan means everyone is glorifying, singing in glory of Lord Shiva. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu once again became happy and he also came, he also participated. He was all, and all the devotees were with him. They were all very happy performing kirtan like that. And what is the mood here? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is relishing, remembering Lord Shiva. That means Lord Shiva is always constantly thinking of the lotus feet of Krishna or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is so absorbed in Krishna that he is not even aware whether he is wearing clothes or not. Like that, he is in ecstasy all the time because of his pure devotion to Krishna. Now, for such a devotee, Mahaprabhu is remembering him, seeing his glory, he is feeling very happy. Then we come to today's reading. Now I will tell the Skanda Purana's description of how Lord Shiva first came to this place. Because we saw this is a self-manifest deity of Lord Shiva. So this we read when we read about Lord Jagannath, right? Because this is the glory of Puri. Bhuvaneshwar is near Puri, Jagannath Puri. So in the Skanda Purana we find the pastimes of Lord Jagannath, his appearance, all that is found there. So now I will tell the Skanda Purana's description of how Lord Shiva came to this place, how this place became a duplicate of Varanasi. In ancient times, Shiva and Parvati secretly lived for a long time in Varanasi. Then Shiva and Parvati went to Mount Kailash. So they lived for a very long time in Varanasi and then they went to Kailash. After that, human kings enjoyed staying in Varanasi. One of these kings who bore the name Kashiraj worshipped Lord Shiva and enjoyed life in Varanasi. Then by destiny, the noose of time came around him. To attain the power to defeat Lord Krishna, that king performed severe austerities and worshipped Lord Shiva. When you hear, the noose of time came around him, that means you do some, generally you see, when you hear that, that means his time of death has arrived. His time is over. But what does it mean here? His desiring to defeat Krishna tells that his time of death has arrived. So this Kashiraj was a great worshipper of Lord Shiva, and by worshipping Lord Shiva is Ashutosh. He fulfills everyone's desires, whatever they want, material desires, he gives. He's pleased very quickly. So this worshipper of Lord Shiva, Kashiraj, was enjoying life in Varanasi, but then he decided that he wanted to defeat Lord Krishna. That's when he actually his time came. His time was finished here. So, by destiny, the noose of time came around him. To attain the power to defeat Lord Krishna, that king performed severe austerities and worshipped Lord Shiva. He is worshipping Lord Shiva to defeat Lord Krishna. By the power of those austerities, Lord Shiva appeared before him. Ask for a boon, Lord Shiva said. The king asked, Master, at your feet I ask for only one boon, a boon by which I will have the power to defeat Krishna in battle. That's what he wanted from Lord Shiva. Give me a boon, give me a blessing so that I may defeat Krishna in battle. Lord Shiva is the master of the fools and materialists. His nobility and virtue are fathomless, right? How merciful he is, nobody can estimate. The depth of his compassion, of his greatness, no one can find an end to that. His nobility and virtue are fathomless. Who can understand his mercy? He said, King, you march into battle, I will follow with all my armies. So, what's his name? Kashiraj said, my lord, he pleased Lord Shiva by performing severe tapasya. When the Lord appeared, he's saying, I want to defeat Krishna in battle. And Lord Shiva, out of his compassion, how it is the Lord Shiva's compassion, we will see. Out of compassion, he said, you go ahead. I will follow behind you in this battle against Lord Krishna. So, I will follow with my Pashupata weapon. Who will have the power to defeat you? His heart fooled by Lord Shiva's words, the king happily marched into battle with Lord Krishna. To battle with Krishna, he marched into the battlefield with his army. In his heart, intent on fighting for the king, Lord Shiva followed with his armies. So Lord Shiva also was following this Kashi Raj with all his armies, like Skanda, Lord, like all his armies. He followed the Bhutas, Pretas, everyone. Meanwhile, Lord Krishna, who is the super soul present in all hearts, knew all that was happening. Lord Shiva is coming, right, backing up this Kashiraj to fight with me. Krishna was aware of all this. Aware of everything, Lord Krishna threw his Sudarshan Chakra and cut all the enemy to pieces. No one could escape the Sudarshan Chakra. We read the glories of Sudarshan Chakra in Ambarish Maharaj's Upakhyanam. So no one can escape Sudarshan Chakra. First, approaching Kashiraj, Sudarshan cut off his head. At the end, Sudarshan burned all of Varanasi to ashes. Seeing Varanasi burned, angry Lord Shiva threw his fearsome Pashupata weapon. What could the Pashupata weapon do before the Sudarshan Chakra? Seeing Sudarshan's power, the Pashupata weapon fled. At the end, even Lord Shiva fled in fear of Sudarshan. The Sudarshan Chakra's power is felt in all the worlds. Fleeing, Lord Shiva found no escape, like Durvasa Muni. As in the past, Durvasa suffered from Sudarshan, so Lord Shiva also suffered. So Sudarshan Chakra was chasing after Lord Shiva. At the end, Lord Shiva understood, I will not escape Sudarshan without first taking shelter of Lord Krishna. Thinking in this way and trembling in fear, Lord Shiva, who is actually the first of Vaishnavas, took shelter of Lord Krishna. He prayed, O Supreme Master, O Son of Devaki, glory, glory to you. O all-pervading Lord, O shelter of all souls, glory to you. O Lord, who gives both wisdom and folly. You are the one who gives both wisdom and folly. Glory, glory to you. O Creator, Protector, and Destroyer of all. Glory, glory to you. O Lord, who does not see the faults of others. O Ocean of Mercy, glory, glory to you. O only Friend of the suffering souls, glory, glory to you. O Lord, whose shelter breaks all offenses. Glory, glory to you. O Lord, please forgive my offense. I take shelter of you. Hearing Lord Shiva's prayers, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Master of all souls, stopped the Sudarshan Chakra's attack. The Lord withdrew the Sudarshan Chakra. The Gopas and Gopis suddenly made the four directions glorious and beautiful. His face both smiling and angry, Lord Krishna said, the Gopas and Gopis. So, okay, because Krishna is with the Gopas and Gopis, right? Krishna's pastime in Vrindavan. So,
They appeared.
he went into battle means that should be in Dwarka, Mataji.
They appeared to, because generally when any pastime happens of Krishna, all that, even the demigods appear to see. Probably they appeared.
The Gopas and Gopis, huh? Yeah, I don't understand, but yeah. Because Krishna is in Dwarka now and there's a battle going on with Kashiraj. Kashiraj actually challenged Krishna to a battle. Krishna sent his Sudarshan Chakra, killed everyone, killed Kashiraj also. And then we read that in Krishna book about the battle between Lord Shiva and Lord Krishna.
Even when there was this battle of with Kamsa, remember his friends came. So they had that.
No, but they were there. They were there. That was Raja pastime. They were there. He just came to Mathura. His friends had come. They were already present. But now in Dwaraka, when he's the king already, Gopas and Gopis were not with him all the time.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like manifesting means, I don't know. I don't understand. So I'll just read it. But yeah. But as you said, maybe they manifested. But Or the Gopas and Gopis, it doesn't say that they came there. It just says that they made the four directions glorious and beautiful. His face both smiling and angry, Lord Krishna said. So anyway, what happened here is the Sudarshan Chakra, the Lord killed everyone on the battlefield with the Sudarshan Chakra. And why was Kashiraj killed by Sudarshan Chakra? Mataji is asking. Because Kashiraj came to fight with Krishna. So in a battle, the opponent will be killed, isn't it? Only when the opponent is killed is the battle concluded. There's no third. One thing is for the king to go and surrender to the enemy and say, "Oh, I'm too scared. Please don't kill me. Save me." That's not a kshatriya, right? A kshatriya would rather fight and die uh, and go to heaven than either run away from battle or fall on the feet of the enemy. Anyway, so Kashiraj challenged Krishna to a battle. Not only did he challenge Krishna, he did tapasya, severe tapasya to uh, get a boon from Lord Shiva so that he will defeat Krishna. So who is Krishna? Each and every one of us. He is the supreme, right? He is the master, and everyone is his servant. If a servant, what to speak of, simply disobeys the master and does something against the master, then also is punishable. What if he starts planning to kill the master? What type of punishment should that servant receive? Tell me. And he's scheming, planning, doing tapasya, getting help from here and there so that he can kill Krishna. What kind of a servant is he? He deserves. Of course, whatever Krishna does, even if he kills or punishes, that is all his mercy only, because anyone who gets killed by Krishna gets liberation. So, of course, he got liberation being killed by Sudarshan Chakra. There's nothing bad. Even when someone gets killed, Krishna still is benefited. But here, coming back, Sudarshan Chakra killed everyone, Kashiraj, and then went after. And no, after Kashiraj was killed, now Lord Shiva attacked Sudarshan Chakra because it's a battle. It's a battle. Unless you saw in Mahabharata, until the last, whatever was remaining in the Kauravas side, whoever was remaining, they kept fighting, fighting, fighting until there were no soldiers left. Just Ashwatthama was the one who actually, cheated, right? He went in the night and killed the sleeping sons. But otherwise, the battle continues as long as there is any soldiers on the other side. Like that, Kashiraj was killed, but Lord Shiva was there. He was following behind Kashiraj, and he released his Pashupata Astra against Sudarshan Chakra. So Sudarshan Chakra is also fighting back. So Sudarshan Chakra went after. So when Pashupatastra came to Sudarshan Chakra, Pashupatastra was not powerful enough. We read about Sudarshan Chakra's glories. Sudarshan Chakra withdraws the power of other weapons. Any weapon that comes to Sudarshan Chakra, it just sucks out all the power of that weapon. No weapon can stand in front of Sudarshan Chakra. So Pashupatastra is Lord Shiva's. Arjun performed tapasya to get Divyastras, but Lord Shiva's, he had to first get Pashupatastra from Lord Shiva, then he could get all the others, because Lord Shiva's Astra is the most powerful. Even more powerful than, like Brahmastra. So he got Brahmastra, Pashupatastra, and all the other astras from the other Divyastras from other demigods. So this is Pashupatastra, but that Pashupatastra also in front of Sudarshan Chakra fled, became bewildered and fled from there. Seeing the Pashupatastra flee, Lord Shiva also fled. Then Sudarshan Chakra went after him, exactly like Durvasa Muni. Wherever he went, Sudarshan Chakra was behind him. Finally, he came and fell on the feet of Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna was angry. And he was also smiling. So there this line is put that the Gopas and Gopis turned the whole place into, very beautiful. So apparently that atmosphere of battlefield just turned into a very beautiful place by the Gopas and Gopis. That's what is written. So the Gopas and Gopis suddenly made the four directions glorious and beautiful. Lord Krishna's face both smiling and angry, Lord Krishna said, Shiva, you know my glories. Why? Why did you think as you did? So what did Lord Shiva think? Lord Shiva said, yes, who can defeat you? Go ahead, march in the battle and I will come. That means together we will defeat Krishna. That's what you thought? You know me. You are my devotee. Why? Why did you think like that? You see, when an ignorant person or an enemy does something, that's one thing. You can accept it. But someone who is very dear to you and who's your confidant and who's your, your you trust somebody and who loves you and you love somebody, and when they scheme against you, how does that feel? Shouldn't the Lord get angry? In a rasa, you should see both. With devotees, the Lord's dealing with devotees is different, and the Lord's dealing with general people who are not devotees, non-devotees is different. Non-devotees, he's like Paramatma, he's like a judge. Yes, right? Ye yathamam prapadyante. As you do, I will reward you accordingly. But with devotees, there is it's different. It's a loving relationship. There is a tie of bond. There's a bond of love there. How could you do that to me? Like that. So Lord Krishna is saying to Lord Shiva, you know my glories. Why? Why did you think as you did? Siding with that degraded king, that worm, Kashiraj, you fought with me? Now you see that you cannot defend yourself from the attack of my Sudarshan Chakra. The Brahmastra, Pashupatastra and all other great weapons cannot fight with my Sudarshan Chakra. I do not see anyone in the material world who hates me more than you. That's how much the Lord was hurt. I don't see anyone who hates me more than you, Lord Shiva. You got together with that degraded king and you wanted to kill me. You hate me more than anyone else. It appears to me like that. So, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So, so the Lord is saying, I do not see anyone in the material world who hates me more than you. Hearing Lord Krishna's angry words, you can imagine. Lord Shiva is in the position of a servant, isn't it? Advaita Acharya, remember? Lord Shiva. So, hearing Lord Krishna. You remember the past time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got angry on Advaita Acharya? I'm remembering that here. And the Lord is saying, why did you do that? And hearing Lord Krishna's angry words, Advaita Acharya trembled. Lord Shiva trembled in his heart. Finally grasping Lord Krishna's graceful feet, Shiva surrendered himself. He said, O Master, all the worlds are subject to your command. Who has the power to be independent of you? As blades of grass move in the wind, all the worlds move by your will. They are not independent. What you will, all souls must obey. Who can cross beyond your Maya? Lord, you gave great false ego to me. That is why I do not see the existence of someone else greater than me. What is Lord Shiva saying? Nothing happens without your will. Not a blade of grass moves without the will of the Lord. My acting like this is also not independent of your will. Then why did I act? I was under the influence of your Maya. Who can cross your Maya? By your Maya, you gave me such great false ego, because of which I could not fathom, I could not think of anyone who exists that's greater than me. Your Maya threw me into this calamity. Master, what can I do? My heart and mind are not independent. Your lotus feet are my very life. Meditating on your feet, I will stay in the forest. Right? So I will just stay in the forest meditating on your lotus feet. This is a great calamity that I actually sided with somebody to fight against you, but I was under Maya, right? So now I will stay in the forest. I will do tapasya. I will simply meditate on your feet. Still, it is you who gave this false ego to me, Lord. What can I do? It is your will. Oh Lord, but yes, although it is because of, I cannot act independently. Whatever I have done must have been because of your will. But nevertheless, I committed an offense. Right? Please forgive me and give me your mercy. I pray that I will never be foolish in this way again. Lord, please be merciful and give me this boon. Full of pride and ego, I committed an offense. I was punished. Right? Sudarshan Chakra chased after him. So I was punished because of my offense. I committed an offense because of pride and ego, and I got punished. And I will not commit that offense again. Lord, please give me your order. Where shall I go? Where can I? Okay, what did the Sudarshan Chakra do? Sudarshan Chakra burnt the whole city of Varanasi also. It burnt the city of Varanasi. So, Lord Shiva is asking Lord Krishna, you give me an order, where shall I go? Where can I go if you do not give me permission? Hearing Lord Shiva's words, Lord Krishna gently smiled. The merciful Lord said, listen, O Shiva, I will give you a splendid spiritual abode. Please go there with all your associates. O Master, who appear as millions of lingas, you may stay at the beautiful place named Ekamrakavana, 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 Vana, Ekamraka Vana. That city is beautiful like Varanasi. It is my own private, hidden, transcendental city. O Shiva, today I declare that place is your home. That place is my heart. Still, no one knows the truth about it. On the shore of the ocean, at the root of a banyan tree, is beautiful Purushottam Kshetra, which is also known as Neelachala. When the numberless universes are destroyed, when the numberless universes are destroyed, right, when everything is entering back into Karanodakashai Vishnu, that place is not destroyed. That place is my eternal abode. It is my eternal home. Every day I eat opulent meals there. That place is 80 miles in size. The demigods see that all living entities there, even the insects, worms, and beasts, have the four-armed forms of liberated souls in Vaikuntha. Therefore, I say that place is very sacred and auspicious. Anyone who sleeps in that place, so all this is in Skanda Purana, anyone who sleeps in that place obtains the result of meditating in Samadhi. Anyone who reclines in that place obtains the result of offering obeisances. You simply lay down, it's as good as offering Dandavat obeisances. You fall asleep, deep sleep, snoring, that is as good as going into Samadhi. This the Vedas declare. Anyone who walks in that place obtains the result of circumambulating a holy place. Anyone who talks in that place obtains the result of offering prayers to me. You're just talking, and that means because you're doing it in that place, it is equivalent to offering prayers to the Lord. That place is very pure and glorious. Even if one eats fish in that place, he obtains the result of eating Havishya. That place is very dear to me. Therefore, it is known by my own name. What is the Lord's name? Purushottama. So, because that place is very dear to me, it is known by name, by my name. Anyone who lives there becomes like me. That means they'll attain the same nature as the Lord, spiritual. Yamaraj has no power to judge in that place. For everyone there, I personally decide what is pious and what is sin. What is sin? I decide, right? Not Yamaraj. Yamaraj cannot decide, oh, this is sinful activity, so you have to. No. Yamaraj has no jurisdiction in that place. I decide what is pious and what is sin in that place. I give you a place north of my city there. That beautiful place will grant both material pleasures and liberation. So you can, there people will also get material pleasures, but they'll get liberation also. Normally, you enjoy in material pleasures, you get bondage. But in that place, you get material pleasures and liberation. Famous with your name, it will be called Bhuvaneshwar. Hearing the glories of this wonderful city, Lord Shiva again grasped Lord Krishna's feet and said, O Master of my life, please hear my appeal. At every moment, I am always very proud. If I leave you and go to some other place, it will not be very good for me. Again, I'll become proud. So let me stay with you. I wish always to stay near you. This my heart wishes. As long as I associate with wicked people, I will never attain anything good. Please give me a place within your own abode so I may associate with your servants. Because the Lord said, this is north of my city. Keep me in your place with your devotees so that I won't become proud again. Now that from your own graceful mouth I have heard its glories, I yearn to stay in this place. Acha. So he's saying, so Bhuvaneshwar is also part of that Purushottam Kshetra currently. Because Lord Shiva is saying, don't keep me away from you because again I'll become proud and I'll do something like this. So keep me in your association, in the association of your devotees. This place sounds good. Yes, Mataji, 1 second. This place sounds good. Now that from your own graceful mouth I have heard its glories, I yearn to stay in this place. Okay. Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Mataji, I just had so much luck that I was in Bhuvaneshwar, that Lingaraj temple.
Yes.
And even today, I just think this whole compound is lots of lingas are there.
Yes. Main
temple is there, but whole compound, big compound, there all of them are small Shivalingas are there.
Yes.
Till today, when I sit here and I think of every day I pray, but mentally I pray that. Even Jagannath Ji, I pray that circumference inside, and this Lingaraj temple. So the way you're telling, so that means without knowing, I did that. Without knowing, I did the production for that. And without knowing, I went to the temple so many times. Without knowing, I prayed this Har Har Mahadev Shambho. So now I know everything, what Krishna said. And he is close to Puri. Puri and Bhuvaneshwar. That's why Neelachal is there, very close by. The way he was saying. Now I am understanding when you are saying that. How long ago I went. Now I know what is that. So, Krishna's mercy for me.
Of course, Jai.
Thank you very much. I just want to say that. When you are saying all that, halfway I just came into this, but I realized that all that what you're saying, oh God, that is something. It's just my body is doing like that. That a Lingaraj temple, that is Shiva Bhuvaneshwar.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you very much, Mataji, for nice thing.
Aditya Mataji.
Mataji, so the portion which Krishna is saying that will not be destroyed, so those are like not manifested to us, right? Like Vrindavan, they say that Vrindavan is also which has come from Goloka Vrindavan, but that is unmanifested. We don't see it unless we become pure devotee, right? Is that how it is? Because the portion which we see is the material world, of course, but the portion which they are talking about is not visible to us because as they are saying that even the insects have four-armed.
Not visible, but whether it's visible or not, you're still there. You're in the spiritual world. That's the point. Dham is Dham. You may or may not see, like Mataji is saying, she didn't know, but she circumambulated and everything. So even insects, what do they know? Insects, they are just eating, sleeping, mating, defending. And it is said, this is a very special place. In Skanda Purana, this is said that you even simply eat, like every day people cook and eat, and they eat even fish. And it is said when you eat fish there, it's as good as eating Havishya. Havishya means, the sacred food, which is offered in yagyas. So, like very purified, sanctified food, you get that result. And you simply sleep. Everyone sleeps. Animals sleep. People sleep. Snore. Right? Fast asleep. Then you get the result of going into samadhi. So that means you don't need to know. You don't see the place, but just being there, you get.
But we are not seeing. We are not seeing.
You're not seeing. Yes, you're not seeing, but still you're getting the result. That's the point.
Okay.
It's like bonus free. Like sometimes you get a bonus like that. It's not like you work for it. They just give it like that. So this place is, you don't have to do anything. If you're just there, you just get everything. That's the special mercy of Jagannath.
Okay.
very
Yeah.
close to Jagannath temple.
Yes. So let's finish this. Already this is the third weekend I'm reading this chapter. Hopefully we'll read today. It's already
I
time.
missed a little bit,
Actually,
Mataji.
huh?
I missed a little bit, but I caught up.
Yes, Mataji. You can you can listen to the recording. Little bit in the beginning, whatever you missed, that much.
A little
So
bit.
Achitpriya Mataji is saying Mataji also went to Bhuvaneshwar with her parents when she was young, and she went to Kedarnath, Badrinath, Varanasi, like that she used to go. Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. So let's continue reading. Lord Shiva was praying, Lord, I am very fallen and lowly. Please allow me to serve you. Please give to me a place in your abode, even a place the size of a single sesame seed. My heart yearns to stay in your abode. Speaking these words, Lord Shiva began to weep. Hearing Lord Shiva's words, Lord Krishna, whose face is as graceful as the moon, became pleased. He embraced Lord Shiva and then he said, Listen, O Shiva, your body is like mine. Whoever is dear to you is also very dear to me. As you are, so am I. We are not different. To you, I give homes in all of my abodes. You will actually see that. All Vaishnav temples, even here in Bengal, when you go to temples, you will see on one side there will be a Shivalinga. You see, anywhere. Mayapur also, we have Lord Shiva. He is the protector of the Dham. So here, Lord Krishna is saying, Listen, O Shiva, your body is like mine. Whoever is dear to you is also very dear to me. As you are, so am I. We are not different. To you, I give homes in all of my abodes. You are the protector of my abodes. I give you the right to live in all of my abodes. I give Ekamravana to you. Please stay there in your original form. So it's not like I'm keeping you away from me. So yeah, so the first time what I said, that's what it is. The Lord is giving Bhuvaneshwar, but Lord Shiva is saying, you're giving me some other place to go and live by myself. Again, I will become proud. But I want to be with you amongst your devotees. Then I will be in control. So Lord Krishna is saying, you and I are the same. Same means you are my expansion only, like that. So, and also, you are so dear to me. You're so dear to me. Wherever I am, in all my abodes, you will have a place. Why you are saying that let me stay with you? You stay with me wherever, in all my abodes, you will stay with me. But also, apart from that, I'm giving you a special place. In addition to all that, this is your own place. You can be, in your deity form there. So, I give Ekamravana to you. Please stay there in your original form. That place is very dear to me. I stay there always, and I'm also there. It's not like I'm not there. Anyone who claims to be my devotee but does not honor you is only cheating me. He mocks me. You see? If anyone says he's a devotee of Krishna but he has no respect for Lord Shiva, is Lord Krishna going to be happy with him? No. In this way, Lord Shiva came to live at that place. Even today, that place is known by the name Bhuvaneshwara. To prove that Lord Krishna dearly loves Lord Shiva, Lord Chaitanya danced before Lord Shiva. So, coming back to the present, that was the history. That's the past of Bhuvaneshwar, how Lord Shiva came there. And if you remember, we were reading that after coming to Bhuvaneshwar, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took bath in Bindu Sarovar and then he went to this self-manifest deity of Lord Shiva. This is that form. And what is the history of this place? That we read just now from Skanda Purana. Now again coming to the present, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing in front of that deity of Lord Shiva. So, why he is dancing? To please Lord Shiva. Because Lord Shiva wants to be in the association. It's like to prove that Lord Krishna dearly loves Lord Shiva. And also to those people who may think that, we are Vaishnavas and, we don't have anything to do with Lord Shiva. Those who follow Shiva are Shaivites. We don't care for Lord Shiva. To prove to people also that Lord Shiva dearly loves Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna dearly loves Lord Shiva. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced before Lord Shiva. In this way, Lord Chaitanya personally demonstrated how to follow what Lord Krishna has taught in the Puranas. Chanting Shiva, Rama, Govinda, And clapping his hands, Lord Chaitanya danced again and again. In this way, accompanied by his devotees, Lord Chaitanya went to Bhuvaneshwar and worshipped Lord Shiva. He worshipped Lord Shiva. One who does not honor this teaching of Lord Chaitanya, who is the Shiksha Guru of everyone, Lord Chaitanya is the Shiksha Guru. Anyone who does not honor this teaching, what is that teaching? That you should honor Lord Shiva. One who does not honor this teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu commits a great mistake. For that he will suffer. Accompanied by his devotees, Lord Chaitanya happily wandering in that city. Which city? Ekamravana or Bhuvaneshwar. Looking and looking at many Shivalingas. So the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself went there, where Mataji went and did Parigam. Mahaprabhu himself was also there, looking and looking at many Shivalingas. In one very secluded Shiva temple, Lord Chaitanya gazed at the linga and became very happy. Lord Chaitanya saw every temple in that city. Then the Lord happily continued his journey on the road. Now again, where is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu going? He is headed to Jagannath Puri from Shantipur. So now he is in Bhuvaneshwar. After Sakshi Gopal, he came to Bhuvaneshwar. The Lord happily continued his journey on the road. Next, he came to Kamalapur. From afar, seeing the Jagannath temple flag, the Lord became plunged in an ocean of bliss. The wonderful, indescribable Lord loudly roared, his entire body trembled. Okay, so from Bhuvaneshwar, the Lord is walking towards Jagannath Puri. He came to a village called Kamalapur. From there, you can see the flag on Jagannath temple. Seeing that flag, the Lord went into an ocean of bliss. He drowned in an ocean of bliss. And he roared. His entire body trembled in great jubilation. He looked and looked in the direction of the temple. As he walked, the Lord recited a verse. In this way, Lord Chaitanya enjoyed pastimes. Please attentively hear half the verse that came from his graceful mouth. The Lord said, प्रसादाग्रे निवसति पुरः स्मेर वक्त्रारविन्दो माम आलोक्य स्मित suvadano bala gopala murti. Standing before the temple, a smiling Gopa boy with a lotus face gazes at me. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reciting. He said, standing before the temple, a smiling Gopa boy with a lotus face gazes at me. The Lord said, look, in front of the temple, a smiling Gopa boy gazes at me. Again and again repeating this verse, Lord Chaitanya became agitated. Even Lord Anantasesh with his many tongues cannot describe how Lord Chaitanya bitterly wept on that day. The Lord would gaze at the temple's chakra, recite this verse, and then fall to the ground. In this way, he offered Dandavat obeisances again and again. The whole time he traveled on the path, he manifested pure ecstatic love in this way. Therefore, I say, he is spiritual love personified, descended to this world. Only Lord Chaitanya and no one else has the power to act as he did. Seeing him, the pious people on the path said, he must be Lord Narayan himself. Surrounding him in the four directions, the devotees found their eyes flooded with tears of bliss. Every road from Kamalapur to Jagannath Puri, all other people took 1.5 hours to walk, an hour and a half to travel that part of the road. Overcome with ecstatic love, Lord Chaitanya took 9 hours because he was falling down, Dandavat obeisances in ecstasy, and again he's walking little bit, again falling down like that. It took him 9 hours from Kamalapur to Jagannath Puri, which normally, ordinarily, people would cover the distance in 1.5 hours. Coming to the town, Athara Nala. Nala, you know, right? Athara Nala, 18 Nalas. Lord Chaitanya stopped his ecstasy. Becoming peaceful, the Lord sat down with his companions and humbly said to them, you have been good friends to me. You brought me to see Lord Jagannath. Will you go ahead to see him or should I go ahead? You tell me. Oh my God, there's more. No. Cannot read today. Sorry. Tomorrow we'll continue. I was thinking this page is the last and I will read. But we'll continue tomorrow. Okay? Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Yes, Prabhuji. Praladeshwar Prabhu.
What is the name of the Kashiraj Mataji? Is it Banashur? Because
No,
we
no,
read
no.
it.
Poundra.
Poundra. Okay. In Krishna book we read Banasur. One time Krishna fought with Shiva, and it is for Banasur only.
Banasur is also Banasur also is a devotee of Lord Shiva, but he is not Kashiraj.
Okay.
Kashiraj is Poundra. Kashiraj, what he did was, see, Banasur did not attack. Well, Banasur's battle with Krishna happened because Banasur's daughter, right? What's her name? Usha. Aniruddha had come, and she had Aniruddha brought to her quarter, and she was having relationship with him, and Banasur was protecting her all this while. With any, no male could go to her place like that. But then when he found out, he arrested Aniruddha. So then, to release Aniruddha, Lord Krishna came, and then the fight started like that. Whereas Kashiraj's case, he sent a letter to Krishna saying that you are false. I am actually Krishna. I am Lord Vasudev. He says, I am Vasudev. Why did you take my symbols? Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, they belong to me. That's how Krishna reacted. He laughed when he saw that letter. So when he read that, this this Poundra is saying, Kashiraj is saying that, and either you just give up all these insignia and surrender to me, accept me as Lord Vasudev, or you come and fight with me on the battle. So the Lord laughed and he went on the battlefield. So what was this Poundra's confidence? He had Lord Shiva on his side. So there also he went. But of course, the details are not given afterwards that we see here. But yeah, Krishna just cut off the head of Poundra, and it went and fell at the gate of Kashiraj. Everyone saw the head like that.
Okay. Okay.
Mataji, is there any message for like Sun Temple? There is Sun Temple also
Yeah.
close to that place. See, they're all
Konarak.
Konark. Yeah.
So that he didn't go there. Is that right?
We didn't read that yet. No, Mataji.
There
Lord
is
Shiva is
Yeah?
Lord Shiva is his devotee, no? But it said he went to every temple of Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva.
But sun is demigod, no? So that's most probably.
No, yeah. Surya Narayana, it is said. Sun is also actually, he's a demigod, of course. Lord Shiva is also a demigod.
Yeah.
But Lord Shiva, of course, all demigods are devotees of the Lord. They're all obedient. But Lord Shiva is Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. He is the greatest of all Vaishnavas, Lord Shiva. So that special affection is there.
Yeah, Sun Temple is also close by there only.
Yes, Mataji.
Konarak. So,
yeah, I will quickly go to this Prabhuji. Let's also check about that Shiva Jwara and Vishnu Jwara. I want to check if that comes in the fight with.
Mataji, this is all from Caitanya Bhagavatam, no? The one you read.
Yes. What I'm reading is from Chaitanya Bhagavatam.
Okay, because I joined a little late. I forget all these Mataji timings. I'm here only.
Achha. That's why I send reminders, Mataji. If you have the phone, if you see it.
No, I got the reminder, but today.
Mataji, put alarm on your phone.
Huh?
Mataji, we can put the alarm in the phone, Mataji. I also do that.
That's what I need to do. I don't know how to do.
I will put that when I meet you in the temple tomorrow.
Okay, I'm not smart like you. Yeah, I had to do
See,
that.
Poundraka. The story of, you're seeing the screen, right? The story of Poundraka is very interesting because it proves that there have always been rascals and fools who have considered themselves God. Even in the presence of Krishna, there was such a foolish person, Poundraka. Okay? So then, king of Karusha province. So this Paundraka was a king of Karusha province, and then Kashiraj will also come. Yes, so Paundraka was a friend of Kashiraj's, so that will come next.
But Mataji, here is no mention about that Lord Shiva fought with Krishna, I think.
Yeah, that will come. So this is king of Kashi. So Paundraka is not Kashiraj. Paundraka is the king of Karusha, and he is a friend of Kashiraj. Okay. So first Paundraka wrote a letter to Krishna that he should. So there was a battle. He came, and Krishna killed Paundraka and his friend Kashiraj on the battlefield, and then he returned to his capital city Dwaraka. So yeah. Similarly, he killed the king of Kashi with his arrows. Okay. So now Kashiraj had a son, Sudakshina. So then he, the temple, so see, Lord Shiva, it comes here. So after observing the ritual funeral ceremonies, he took a vow that since Krishna was the enemy of his father, he would kill Krishna. So this is the son of Kashiraj. That means he's the next Kashiraj. Okay. And in order to do this, he began to worship Lord Shiva. The son of Kashiraj was killed by Krishna. So his son Sudakshina began to worship Lord Shiva to be able to kill Krishna. Okay. So he got a benediction, wanted to give a benediction. So Sudakshina's purpose is to kill. So this is the person we are talking about in Caitanya Bhagavatam. He worshipped Lord Shiva to be able to kill Krishna. By Brahmanas to do some ceremony. Okay. So Sudakshina was encouraged by Lord Shiva in this way. He was sure that he would kill Krishna. Sudarshan Chakra appeared with the effulgence of millions of suns. So by his Sudarshan Chakra, okay. So he did some black arts, this Sudakshina, and he tried to attack Dwaraka, but Dwaraka was protected by Sudarshan Chakra. Okay. So Sudarshan Chakra entered Varanasi, and then very opulent. Okay. So okay. This narration of the devastation of Varanasi by Krishna's disc is transcendental and auspicious. Yes. So what happened after this that we read in that? Because we read how Sudarshan Chakra destroyed Sudarshan Chakra destroyed Varanasi, that we read. And after that, Lord Shiva continued attacking. That part we didn't read here.
Yeah, Krishna, it is not there.
In Krishna book, that detail is not given. It's given in Kanda Purana. So, and from that, we got in Chaitanya Bhagavatam.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Mataji, Hare
Now I have to put alarm in that.
Hare Krishna Mataji.